Iris, wake up.
What are you doing? Shut her down already.
What is she talking about, Josh?
Drew Hancock, thank you so much for your time and welcome to the For Your Reference podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Companion was a wild ride.
Thank you.
I would love to hear from a directing point of view. How is it balancing the visual shots that everyone's going to talk about with the very grounded themes of relationships?
Yeah, no, I mean that's an excellent way of putting it. That was the approach. Is we wanted to keep it very grounded, even though you're telling this story that's like this big ideas with technology and AI. And I think the instinct would be to lean into the sci-fi elements and make it look like Ex Machina or Minority Report, with those like desaturated kind of like glowy ethereal look to it. But for us, it was, like Iris's story is, at the end of the day, it's a very relatable story. It's a story of a woman realizing that she's, in a toxic relationship, and the story is about her kind of escaping that and finding empowerment through like discovery of self. And so, it was important to me that all decisions kind of be filtered around that, like the relationship drama aspect of it. And so we don't shoot it like a sci-fi movie. We shoot it like it's a relationship drama. This should look like Marriage Story, not Minority Report, and that's the directive that you give all the department heads. Let's just treat this grounded, even though it's not a grounded story, but approach it with as much sense of to a place of coming from a place of this is a very relatable everyman story.
Yeah. And there's like a core, if you're part of the pun, a processing core
Yeah.
that we're going to be feeling things and we're going to be, obviously there's some salaciousness, there's some great visual shots, but, even as a woman watching this, I'm in a great relationship, but I was like, I felt this before.
Yeah.
Like feeling that trappedness of that obligation or how I should conduct myself in the world, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the point really of the movie, is just to make this feel like it's the breakup. That's like the hardest thing about this movie is to get your audience to relate to the robot and not the humans. And to do that, you need to put her in a situation that's very relatable. And I think I don't think there's a single person on this planet that can't relate to being in a relationship that's not meant to be. Maybe you're with a bad person. It doesn't have to be like Josh level bad, but it's this relationship where after it's over, you look back and you go, wait a minute, why did I ever love this person? I feel like I was a little bit programmed, a little bit brainwashed, and Iris's, case, she's literally being programmed. But, for us, it's more of a metaphor.
Oh, absolutely. And, were there any fun moments in regards to the directing of, I guess, that sort of switch? There's a duality that we talk about. Yes, there's that sort of technology sort of element, but there is a duality, especially with Iris's character. Was there any sort of moment where this is the turning point, this is where we feel full metal?
Yeah, I think it's honestly, I think it's the moment in the breakup in the car. It's just when it's like the full switch where Josh presents himself as being there's a moment where he turns into full villain mode, and it's the moment that his robot breaks up with him, and you can see in his eyes, you can feel just like this is a guy who has probably been broken up with many times over, and now his robot is breaking up with him, and he's had enough, and he's fed up, and he's turned fully into the dark side. And that's the moment where it's like, okay, we are fully on Iris's side, and Josh is there's no question about it. That likable aw shucks smile, that boyish charismatic guy is completely gone. And credit to Jack for being able to play that transition beautifully.
Oh, absolutely. And I want to thank you so much for your time. There's obviously so much more to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm going to wrap up with our final question, and thank you for our time. We finish off our reviews with a recommendation. So what would you pair with Companion as a double feature?
Oh my gosh, what would I compare with Companion? I mean, the obvious answer is like Ex Machina, but that's kind of boring, right? Maybe like Lars and the Real Girl, something like a little off.
Nice.
And yeah.
Yeah. I was also thinking Lee Winnell's Upgrade as well.
Upgrade would be great too, yeah.
Or if you want like a Quaid double watching, we have Dennis Quaid in Intruder, and that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's really funny. Yeah.
Well, Well, I can't wait to hear all about the reactions to Companion. Drew, thank you so much
Thank
for your
you.
time.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.